Good morning, everybody. I'm that challenge dude, and today I'm taking on the hardest challenge I've done yet. I'm going to be walking the Las Vegas Strip for 24 hours straight. Now, there's only a couple of rules to this challenge. First of all, I've allotted myself a bathroom break once per hour and a 15-minute sit-down break every 2 hours. I'll also be getting some meals throughout the challenge, so I'll have a little bit of a break then when I'm ordering. But other than that, I will be walking for 24 hours. I'm starting here at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign, making my way all the way down to the Strat Hotel, then turning around and coming all the way back to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign here. That'll be one full lap. And we have a lap objective every single time. Our first lap objective is going to be seeing how many escalators are broken. Because if you've ever been to Vegas, you know that these escalators are highly unreliable. So I think it's time to get this challenge started, and we're gonna see how many laps I can get done and how far I go today. All right, I am crossing the crosswalk here onto Las Vegas Boulevard. It is 5:15 a.m. exactly, so I am now going to be walking until 5:15 a.m. tomorrow morning. This is the first challenge I've done that I'm not 100% confident that I can actually do, but we are going to do our best. All right, our first update of the morning. It is 5:30 a.m. now. We've been at it for 15 minutes, and I'm here at the McDonald's across the street from Mandalay Bay to grab some breakfast. We need some fuel for the rest of our day, so let's go grab a McGriddle. So I was only in there for a couple minutes. It was just me and one other person. Got myself a bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle. Let's keep going. We have reached our first escalator, and believe it or not, it's working. And as you can see, the sun is just starting to peek over the mountains. I'm a little bit worried about the weather forecast today. We are under a wind warning here in Vegas, and it's just going to make the challenge that much more difficult. But it's not windy yet, so we'll hope that it holds off as long as possible. Well, all good things must come to an end. As you can see, we've hit our first non-operating escalator of the day. Let's see how many more we hit on this lap. Well, now we can make that 2 non-working escalators so far. And just so you guys understand the flow of the walking path here, I'm always going to be on the right side of the road. So once I get down there to the Strat, I'll cross over and I'll be on the other side of the road over there, coming the opposite direction. And then when I get back to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign, I'll cross back over to this side again. So it looks like the side going down is broken, but the side going up is working, and I'm going up. So we are gonna count this as a working escalator. Kind of eerie to be out here so early in the morning. Like literally nothing is open yet. This will look way different in a couple of hours from now. It is 6:15 a.m., which means I'm officially been at this challenge for 1 hour, 23 hours left. I'm sitting at about 2.8 miles walked right now, a little over 6,000 steps. Feeling good. Let's see where I am at hour 2. It is 6:51 a.m. and I just hit my first 10,000 steps for the day. Still going strong, still feeling good. We're early in this thing. I can see the Strat there, which means we are getting closer to our turnaround point. And as I'm sure you guys have started to notice in the audio, the wind is picking up now. It's not too bad yet, but it's starting to pick up. It is exactly 7:15 a.m., which means I am 2 hours into this challenge. And that also means that we are going to be taking our first 15-minute sitting break. Don't really feel like I need it now, but I know later I'm going to appreciate having it. And conveniently, we are here at the Strat, which is our turnaround point. So as soon as we're done with our break, we'll be heading back down to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign. 15-minute break is over, so we're back at it. Currently, halfway through the first lap, I'm sitting at 5.7 miles walked, 12,800 steps taken, and 2 broken escalators still only. So we'll see if there's any more broken on the way back. In the last 10 minutes or so, the wind has really picked up, just seemingly out of nowhere. It was kind of breezy, but now it's just straight up windy. So hopefully this doesn't affect me too much. Now, I don't actually have to use this escalator, but it is an escalator on the strip and it's not working, so we're gonna count it. That gives us 3 broken escalators now. Well, the left side is working going down, but the side I need to go up is broken. So that counts. We're now at 4 broken escalators. So I've been at this for a few hours now. I'm feeling pretty tired already. My legs still feel good, but I'm feeling tired. So I got myself a nice little pick-me-up here at CVS in front of Treasure Island. So if you are an employee who works for Celsius and you're looking for somebody to do brand deals with, might be your guy. Wink, wink. It is now exactly 8:15 a.m., which means I've been at this for 3 hours. I've got 21 hours to go. As far as a body update, my neck and my shoulders and my back are starting to bother me a little bit because of the heavy backpack I got on. My legs still feel good. I do have a spot on the bottom of my left foot that might be the beginnings of a blister. I hope I'm wrong, but I'll keep you guys updated. I'm walking through the Bellagio connector right now, and as you can see, we've got another broken escalator that I needed to go down. The upside is working, but not the downside. So that would be 5 broken escalators now. Making my way through the crystal shops here in front of Aria. I just hit 20,000 steps. Still feeling good, no worries. Well, we've approached another broken escalator. Neither side working on this one. So that's gonna take us to 6 broken escalators now. It is 9:15 a.m. now, which means I am officially 4 hours into this challenge. So I have less than 20 hours to go now. This is also time for my second 15-minute break. So let's do that now. As you can see behind me there, I have now made it back to the Welcome to Las Vegas sign, which means I have completed 1 full lap. At this moment, I'm sitting at just over 25,000 total steps taken, which is 11.2 miles walked. And as for our first lap challenge, we ended up having 6 broken escalators, which is not bad here in Vegas. I expected those numbers to be a lot higher, so that's interesting. Crossing back over, which means it is time to start lap number 2. I actually saw a ton of people out running on my first lap, so I think it would be interesting for our objective on lap 2 to see how many runners we can spot on the strip. It's later in the morning now, so I feel like those numbers are going to be a lot less than my first lap, but I'm interested to see. So in the comments, let me know if you're the type of person that goes for runs and works out on vacations or not. All right, I'm here in front of Luxor, and as you can see there, we've got our first runner for our lap objective, so that is 1. All right, that's 2 runners now, 2 runners. I am inside of the Excalibur now for a bathroom break, although I am starting to get annoyed at how far away these bathrooms are from the entrance. I'm having to add a lot of extra steps here. It is now 10:15 a.m., so I've been at it for 5 hours. I've just passed 30,000 total steps for the day, which is about 13.4 miles, and it's a big milestone because I have now walked a bit further than the distance of a half marathon, and I still got a long way to go. I am across the street from Resorts World back there. I've just hit 11:15 a.m., which means it's time for my third 15-minute break. At this point, I am 6 hours into this challenge, so I'm 25% of the way done. That's a really solid milestone. Physically, my shoulders are really starting to bother me with the backpack. My legs are still pretty good, The only thing that I'm worried about is that my hips are starting to tighten up a little bit, so that's not good. But otherwise, I feel very awake and alert. I'm not feeling tired anymore, so we're going strong. This wind is out of control. It's getting really, really crazy out here now. I can barely keep my hat on. It is just past 11:30 a.m. and I'm getting pretty hungry now, so I'm gonna make a detour into Fontainebleau here to get a slice of pizza for lunch. This pizza place here is called Miami Slice, and I've never actually tried it before, but my wife says it's one of her favorite places to get a slice of pizza in Vegas, so I thought, why not try it now? Just got my slice of pizza, only took a couple of minutes, but I've already taken my 15-minute break a little bit ago, so it's time to eat and walk. We got a long way to go still. It is 12:15, so we are 7 hours into this challenge now, and conveniently, I'm hitting that 7-hour mark right at our turnaround point again. I've just now hit 40,000 steps for the day, which is about 17.9 miles walked. I do have some Gatorade now to help quench my thirst a little bit, but not gonna lie, everything below my waist is starting to feel it. Guys, look who has come to join me on part of my walking.
You are almost a third of the way.
Almost. What do you think about this challenge, Lydia?
I think it's ridiculous. I'm concerned for you. I'm worried about your sanity, but let's walk, I guess.
We are inside of the Caesars Forum shops now. Look at how nice Lydia is, offering to carry my backpack for a while.
Another broken escalator.
Another broken escalator, wow. Too bad we're still not counting them.
So I don't
wait.
think we can actually go here to go to the bathroom.
Oh, great. Okay, back out to the strip, I guess.
Sorry.
So second plan, we're walking into Caesar's Palace here now for me to use the bathroom. But before we walk inside, it is exactly 1:15 p.m., which means I have now been walking for 8 hours. I have been walking for a typical work day,
You're a third of the way.
which is crazy to think. 33% of the way there. So I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then it's time for my next 15-minute break,
Woo!
which I need right now. Just outside of the Luxor here, I have hit 50,000 steps, and I also just went past 2:15 p.m. So I've been at this for 9 hours and 50,000 steps. Now I think it's time to live stream for a bit. I am back at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign now. Look at how much more people are here than the last time we were here. This is the completion of lap 2. I've done 2 full laps, guys. And if you were watching my live stream, which is still going on right now, my wife has a camera over there, we caught one more runner right before we got to the sign up. But that means for our objective for lap 2, we ended up with 3 runners that we saw. Now, I'm not going to do an objective for lap 3 here because, again, I'm live streaming, but I will obviously keep updating you as we go along and where the progress is. So, it is on to lap number 3. I'm standing here on the corner of Tropicana and Las Vegas Boulevard, and in the process, it's a couple minutes past 3:15, which means I've officially been at it for 10 hours. We've hit double-digit hours. Still a long ways to go, though. It is 4:15 p.m. out here in front of the Paris Hotel. We've been at it for 11 hours. I'm so close to halfway. I have just hit 60,000 steps in this challenge, and I'm at 26.4 total miles walked, so I've officially crossed walking the length of an entire marathon. I'm back inside of the Fontainebleau now because it's getting a little chilly outside, and it's time for my next 15-minute break. But this is a big one because it is 5:15 p.m., which means I have officially been at this challenge for 12 hours. I am halfway there, guys. Halfway there. Unbelievable. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I might actually be cooked, fam. Like, I might be cooked. I am in immense pain from the waist all the way to my toes. Everything hurts. My pace has slowed to practically a shuffle now. So I shudder to think about what I'm gonna be like a few hours from now. I ain't giving up. It is 5:55 p.m. and I have now made it to the turnaround point once again. You can just see the last bits of sunshine going down behind the mountains. It is going to be fully dark pretty soon. It is about 6:30 p.m. I'm walking through Resorts World now for a trip to the restroom, but also to tell you guys that I just surpassed 70,000 steps, 30.5 miles walked so far. This is crazy. I am getting very hungry, and the food I want is at the top of those steps. Thank goodness the escalator here is working, because I don't know if I would have made it up there otherwise. So I ended up getting Panda Express here. I'm a little ways from my next 15-minute break, but I'm just gonna take it now so that I can eat this food, because I think it would be a little hard to eat it when I'm walking. It is 7:15 p.m., which means another hour is down. We are now at 14 hours in the challenge. The good news is that we now have single-digit hours remaining. Oh my goodness, Lydia is here.
Battery packs, I have Band-Aids, I have ibuprofen, I have a new backpack for you.
Oh my goodness, give me all the ibuprofen.
Reinforcements are here, Andrew.
All right, Lydia and I have done a bag swap off for a smaller bag here, so I don't have to keep carrying this backpack anymore. I just took some leave, and she brought me some apples, so looking good.
Looking good.
All right. We're moving. This is where Lydia and I are going to part ways here in front of Caesar's Palace, where I have many hours left, and Lydia gets to go home and sleep in a warm bed.
Somebody's got to take care of the cats.
That's true.
There he goes. Oh man. This is a challenge.
It is 8:15 p.m. I'm at 15 hours completed, and I am not having a good time right now. I'm here in front of the Excalibur, going down a sloped ramp right now, and I cannot tell you how painful it is going down this tiny little ramp on my legs right now. Let it be known that at 8:48 p.m. in front of the Luxor, I have hit my 80,000th step of the challenge. My timing is impeccable. It just turned 9:15 p.m., which means I've been at this challenge for 16 hours, which is a huge milestone. That means I'm 75% of the way to my goal, and I'm back here at the sign, which means I've now done 3 full laps of the Las Vegas Strip. This is the part where I would normally come up with our lap objective, but I'm gonna be honest, my brain is complete mush right now, and my body is literally just trying to survive at this point. So I'm just gonna look and see if I find anything like interesting or weird. But that's about it. It is 10:15 just now. Another hour in the books. I'm up to 17 hours of walking, and I'm actually surprised right now. I'm getting towards the middle of the strip, and there's not a lot of people out. Yeah, I've seen this strip significantly busier than this. Right outside of the Flamingo here, I have just hit 90,000 steps that I've taken so far. 90,000. The big 100 is our next milestone. I've done a lot of really stupid things in my life, but to be honest, this is fighting for number 1 right now. I am in a world of hurt currently. It is 11:15 p.m., which means I am 18 hours into the challenge, and I am now 75% of the way done. I incorrectly said I was 75% of the way done way back at the sign earlier. That just shows you to go how well my brain is working currently, but I am 75% done now, and this is also a big update because just a few minutes ago I officially surpassed 40 miles. Yes, I have walked 40 miles so far in this challenge. It just hit midnight, which means I've officially walked into the next day. I was really hoping to get to 100,000 steps because I thought that would look really cool before midnight, but unfortunately, as you see, I did not get there. I got to 97, 600 something, and I took a screen recording so that anybody who wants to accuse me of Photoshop or something can see that it was live and that it was working. But my pedometer resets at midnight every day, so now I'm gonna have to do math to add my steps together, which I just don't see how that's gonna end well. I'm so tired, I forgot to even film myself turning around like I've been doing. You can see the Strat behind me there. So yes, I've turned around and I'm on my way back to the sign once again. The desolate north end of the strip. It's just me, myself, and I. And probably a crackhead hiding around a corner somewhere up there. It is 12:24 a.m. and I just officially surpassed 100,000 steps in the challenge so far. And I still have a good amount of time left. Speaking of which, it is past 12:15 now, so I'm under 5 hours. It is 1:15 a.m. now. I am 20 hours into this challenge, 4 to go. I can barely walk now. It's more of a shuffle, and I am just in bad shape, not gonna lie. So I'm getting hungry for another meal, and there's not a lot of options at this point in the night. So I'm gonna cross the road over to Taco Bell, grab some tacos, and then I'll come back to this side of the road again to continue on the right side back towards the sign. 2 a.m. Taco Bell. We've all been there, right? I gotta walk up all these stairs to get back to the other side. Just kill me right now. A much needed grilled cheese burrito. I am making my way in front of the Park MGM Hotel here, and it is 2:15 a.m., meaning I have now reached the last 3 hours of this challenge, which will be the longest 3 hours of my life. Back in front of the Excalibur now. It is 2:27 a.m., and I just hit 110,000 steps on the challenge. This is crazy. So I've been pretty sure for like 8 hours at this point that I had a gnarly blister on my left foot pinky toe, and that was just confirmed because it just popped. And I'll tell you, I know it popped because I just felt a gush of liquid in my sock, and that is very uncomfortable now. It is exactly 3 a.m. I have now completed 4 full laps of the strip. It is time for lap number 5. Now, I'm definitely not gonna finish lap 5, obviously, so I'm interested to see where I'm gonna finish. I must really be losing my mind because now I'm seeing pink elephants. 3:15 a.m., that's 22 hours down, 2 to go. 3:24 a.m., another major milestone has been reached. I just surpassed 50 total miles. Yes, 50 miles walked so far this challenge. 4:01 a.m., 120,000 steps. The time is 4:20 a.m., and I've just hit 2 more milestones in the last couple of minutes. First, I now have less than an hour to go in this challenge, which is wild. And number 2, I just passed 52.4 miles walked, which is the equivalent distance of walking 2 marathons back to back. 30 minutes to go. I am so close. I'm down to 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. It's 5:15 a.m. I have walked the strip for 24 straight hours. That is another challenge. There was no match for that challenge, dude. All right, so I ended here at the Sahara, and I have my stats pulled up here. Let me read them to you. I walked 127,865 steps, which is the equivalent to 54.8 miles. I almost walked 55 miles. I literally cannot believe it. I just put in a ton of work for this video, so if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please make sure that you do that now so you never miss what my next crazy challenge will be. I'll see you on the next one.